Let's go to the NFL team meeting in Minnesota. Listen, you know we don't usually do that when we're talking about this, but trust us, it's been hard. We're getting through this. So this is the first meeting since Dan Snyder struck a deal to sell the Washington Commanders.
Yeah, you know, when big sports news happens, WUSA 9 is all over it. That's why we sent our sports director, Darren Haynes, off to Minneapolis. And D, any updates in terms of the progress being made with the sale of the team?
Well, they've made some type of progress. Of course, during these NFL meetings, one of the first things they wanted to take care of, which was high up on the to-do list, was to finalize things for that Washington Commanders sale. Now, the Josh Harris group in their agreement with Commanders owner Dan Snyder, there were some issues that they're trying to work through. They continue to work through some of those particular issues. But I spoke to a few owners, and what they're mentioning is they're possibly going to finalize some of those issues within that agreement, set up a special meeting sometime after the 4th of July, but before the NFL season starts. In the meantime, Dan Snyder is still the owner, and one thing that's very telling at this NFL owners meeting, Dan or Tanya Snyder, they are not here. They are not present. Team President Jason Wright is here. He's handling all the duties for the team. He's their representative for the Washington Commanders at these meetings. And Jim Irsay, if you remember, the Colts owner, he was one of the first owners to speak up and say that Dan Snyder should be removed as owner. I spoke with him about Dan Snyder not being here today. You've been around some ownership changes. Does it surprise you that Dan and Tanya are not here for these meetings?
You don't know. I think they have to do what they think's right, and you know I know they're this deal's been put together, and I think all three parties, the league and the Harris Group and the Commanders, they want to see this deal get done.
Now, Colts owner Jim Irsay was also on that finance committee, so he has all the details on trying to get this Josh Harris Group sale done so he can be the new owner, and then Dan Snyder can go on his way. We'll hear more from that later on at 6 o'clock.
This team is tense as the last meeting, you know?
No, it seems like they sort of resigned. Yeah. They know this change is coming. It's just a matter of when the official stuff happens. All right, Darren, thank you.